seconded that motion.
How was that a motion? You didn't call for it.
She
Well,
made the motion.
I wanna know if she's just accepting the attorney's revision of the resolution we had last month, or if you're asking us to make,
Well, then we need a clarification, so you thought you were approving the
Whoa, let's back the bus up, you weren't here.
I was here on June
Yeah, you
10th,
said you're,
June 8th.
you thought you were approving the changes.
That's what I thought she
Changes
was
made, you didn't know, what was your motion? Was your motion for the approval of the resolution as it is?
As the attorney drafted it, the one that's titled 2021-14.
So do you wanna keep your second, or do you wanna withdraw it?
I'll withdraw, I understand what she's asking.
Okay, is there a second to that motion? Is there a second to that motion? For lack of second, that motion dies. I will take a moment, if you don't mind, to just make a comment on this, since everyone else on the board had a chance to. I'm approaching this today from a different point of view. I'm not approaching it from gun rights or gun control. I informed those of you who were here before that I come from a gun-owning family. And I'm probably one of the few people in here who has experienced murder by gun in my family. And it was a double murder, and it happened quickly, with guns in the house. There wasn't a chance to stop it. So I've seen both sides of this issue. But it doesn't matter that I have, because as the chair of this board, I want you to be aware that this is really outside of our wheelhouse. According to the Wisconsin Towns Association website, town officials must apply common sense leadership and practical solutions to everyday local situations without politics, because dangerous passions and partisanship that can envelop bigger and more bureaucratic government. We're the beginning, we're the lowest part of your government, and we're the local control. Unlike organizations of cities and villages, towns are unincorporated and can only implement those functions that are specifically authorized to us by state law. Towns administer elections, they conduct property tax assessment, they handle dispute procedures, billing, collections, ensure fire protection, ambulance service, provide for a recycling program, maintain town roads. They can also provide additional services as garbage collection, land use management, zoning and economic development, and law enforcement. Most importantly, local rules and procedures cannot conflict with state law. Creating and approving this resolution by this board is an overreach on our part. If we approve this, what is the next political issue to come before us that we will be asked to weigh in that is outside of our designated purview? There's multiple emails that were sent to the board. It was overwhelmingly 2-1 against this resolution. Our residents have weighed in, and I personally see no value in going to a referendum on this, because it would only be advisory anyway. This resolution may not mean anything. It has no weight, it has no enforceability. But what it does do, and what I feel very strongly about, is it is divisive and it has divided our town and can destroy it in the future. And that is what it is doing to us. And I, for one, will not support it just because this is not where I believe this board should be. So that's my comments. I will turn it back to the board. Is anyone going to make a further motion on this?
Chris Marshall, Supervisor 4. I make a motion to table the Second Amendment resolution indefinitely.
Is there a second to that?
Second.
That was Lori DeRozier, Liz. Sorry. Is there any discussion regarding tabling it indefinitely? Yes, sir.
Does tabling mean it can be put on the agenda every month and we can have 60 people, 70 people here
Table's
come?
done.
What?
Table is done.
Indefinitely means it's done.
But someone could put it,
Keep bringing it back up again.
It goes away, it sits out there, it can't be brought back. If you table for the next meeting or table for 6 months, you put a time limit, then it has to come back. Indefinitely does not allow it to come back,
ever?
ever.
Ever?
Well, not in this form. Yeah. Any other discussion regarding the motion in the second? Liz, would you like to do a roll call vote, please?
Rick,
Yes.
Chris,
Yes.
Teresa,
Yes?
Lori,
Yes.
Darla.
No.
Motion carried. That is all we will have on that subject tonight. I ask the board to do a recess for 10 minutes while we clear, the people want to clear the room. I'll make a motion to recess for 10 minutes. All those in favor